Hi and welcome to That's Gaming DK. My name is Claus, aka Kodylbryl, and in today's video we are gonna unbox one of the new BT7 Digimon card game displays. So BT7 Next Adventure is almost upon us, and I have been so lucky to get my hands on a pre-release display pack, which we're gonna crack open today and take a look at some of the new cards. But before we go over to the playmat and look at the box, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. It is highly appreciated. So here we are with the completely new Next Adventure BT7 in English booster box. And I have really been looking forward to check out what's in this box. So we got the EX1 back in December. Now we are in February. We just had the pre-release events. And this is my absolutely first box. 112 types plus 8 types. The 8 types are 8 unique promo cards. 12 cards per pack, 24 packs per box. And the distribution is 44 commons, 30 uncommons, 26 rares, 10 super rares, 2 secret rares, and 8 campaign rares. But let's get open and check what we got. So it seems like we are gonna see some shakeup in the meta now with the BT7 coming out. So and I'm really hoping that we are seeing a lot of the same decks at the moment. Would be nice to see something new, and here we got it. I really love this front art here. So let's get it open and see what we have. There we go. So first off, we have our box topper, and as we have seen before, the box toppers are alternative art of the tamers, and we got the Koji Minamoto, which is the blue hybrid trainer. So security effect, play the card without paying memory cost, and main effect, once per turn you may place 5 cards with hybrid in their traits from your hand under this tamer in any order to develop into Magna Garurumon in your hand for its evolution cost, as if this tamer was a level 5 blue Digimon. And he has a healable effect just like Digimons can have. That says, on your turn, once per turn, when an effect adds a card to your hand, gain 1 memory. And then this Digimon can't be blocked for the turn. Really, really nice if you Digivolve on top of him. Then we have the special box promotion pack from this set, which is the alternative art memory boost. The memory boost that we first saw in the 2 new starter set, ST7, ST8 Gallantmon and Ulforce Readramon, and here is the yellow memory boost. It is a rare shiny. It actually says super rare down here, not rare. Main effect, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 yellow Digimon card among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order, and then place this card in your battle area. Delayed effect, trash this card to gain 2 memory. So that was for our promo cards, and then we have all our packs. So let's see. Pull rate should be the normal 7-2, so 7 super rares, 2 secret rare and alternative, and 4 campaign rares, I think is the numbers I've seen. So first we have Tortumon. Enable effect, when attacking, may wheel 1 green Digimon card from your hand. Place it on top of your deck to have this Digimon get 3000 DP for the turn. We have Kendo Garurumon, that's the new version. You may Digivolve this card on top of a tamer, one of your blue tamers, as if it was a level 3 blue Digimon for a memory cost of 2. And when you Digivolve, if it has hybrid in its trait, or it's Digivolve on top of Koji Minamoto, then it gains jamming. Really, really powerful card, especially as a finisher. Then you have Monitormon. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of the deck, add 1 card with Nightmon in its name or 1 Deadly Axemon among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck. We have delete up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 8000 DP or less. That's the effect of Gigastorm, security activated effect. It's a 7 cost, you really want to see this in security if you have it. We have Tidal Wave, the new option card. Main effect, choose up to 2 Digimon cards in the evolution cards of one of your Digimon and play them as other Digimon without paying memory cost. Security effect skill. So if you have a very high level 6, you can pull out 2 level 3, 4 or 5 and play them as their own Digimon. Really nice. We have Ultra Turbulence. One of your opponent's Digimon and all your opponent's security Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn. Security at this card to its owner's hand. Also a very good finisher. Monochromon. That's vanilla. We have the new yellow hybrid Zephyrmon. You may Digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your yellow tamers, as if it was a level 3 yellow Digimon for a memory cost of 2. When Digivolving, if a card with hybrid is in a straight or Zoe or Moto, then all your security Digimon gets plus 3000 DP on set of an opponent's next turn. Really powerful as well. We have the new Black Memory Boost, Pride Memory Boost. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may play one Black Digimon card with a play cost of 4 or less among without paying its memory cost. Trash the main cards and then place this card in your battle area. Delay effect, gain 2 memory. Then for our last uncommon we have Stiflemon. When Digimon, if this Digimon has one Digivolution card, you may place up to 2 for a level 4 or lower Digimon cards from your hand at the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards in any order, and then draw 1. For each Digimon card you place, draw 1 card from your deck. In Herbal, when this card is stretched due to activating at this Digimon's Digiburst, one of the Digimon gains security attack +1. So yellow has a lot of Digiburst abilities, with Harrismon, Stiflemon and Philmon in this set. We have the new rare Skull Knightmon. When attacking, you may trash all the Digivolution cards of one of your deadly Axmon and place at the bottom of this Digimon's Digivolution cards to devolve this Digimon into Dark Knightmon in your hand without paying its memory cost. In Herbal, on your turn, while this Digimon has Knightmon or Bagramon in its name, it gains security attack +1. And then we have our last rare, which is Ancient Casamon. On opponent's turn, while this card has hybrid in straight, this Digimon and its Digivolution cards, all the security Digimon gets 4000 DP. And on deletion, you will play one yellow level 4 or lower card with hybrid in straights from your hand without paying its memory cost. Really powerful card. So that was our first pack. Let's see what else we have. So I'm just going through the ones we already see, we just go through. So Monochromon, Vanilla Ghostmon, another Tidal Wave. Then we have the Red Memory Boost, Flame Memory Boost. One of the Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn, and delay effect gain 2 memory. Really nice. We have Whammon. On play, you may play one level 3 Digimon card from one of your Digimon's Digivolution cards as another Digimon without paying its memory cost. If you do, you may place one blue Digimon card from your hand at the bottom of one of your Digimon's Digivolution card. Then we have the new Black Blocker, which is actually the only pure blocker of the set, Gigasmon. You may devolve this card from your hand onto one of your black tamers if it was a tamer level 3 and it has native blocker. We have the new Vanilla Toy Agumon. Then we have Rhino Kabutorimon, one of the cards I think we're gonna see a lot in green decks. When one of your Digimon with tamer card in its Digivolution cards digivolves into this card in your hand, reduce the memory cost of this Digivolution by 2. When attacking, if a card with hybrid or insectoid in its trade is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, this Digimon can digivolve into a Digimon card with insectoid or 10 warriors in its trade in your hand for a memory cost of 3. And then we have Calling from Darkness. Delete one of your Digimon, then return up to 2 purple Digimon cards from your trash to your hand. Security at this card to the owner's hand. And then we see our first Digitama, which is Doraemon. In Herbal effect, your turn once per turn, when one of your effects places a Digivolution card under this Digimon, draw 1. And for our first rare, we have Ancient Beetlemon. On your turn once per turn, when one of your Digimon with 10 warriors or hybrid in straight deletes opponent's Digimon in battle and survives, the top card of your opponent's security stack is deleted. Actually trashed. On deletion, you may play one green level 4 or lower card with hybrid in straights from your hand without paying its memory cost. And for our last rare, we have a normal rare Koji Minamoto with the same effect as the box topper. Let's see. And if you want to calculate based on the set, it will take you about 2 boxes as per normal to get all the commons and uncommons, and it will take 3 boxes to get very close to getting all the rares if you are lucky with the statistics. And Sulamon, when Digimon, you may place one purple tamer card with a play cost of 3 or less from your trash without paying its memory cost. Another Gigasmon. Then we have Orokimon. When you trash this card in your hand using one of your effects, draw 1. Inhibitable effect: when attacking once per turn, you may trash 1 card in your hand to gain 1 memory. So purple have a lot of trash cards to gain effects. In this set, the Pulsemon, fantastic card. When attacking once per turn, if you have 3 security cards, gain 2 memory. Another Weremon. Then we have one of the new yellow Digimon, which is Nemon. On play, you may play 1 Tamer card with an inheritable effect from your hand without paying its memory cost. All turns once per turn, when one of your Digimon with a Tamer card in its distribution card is deleted, you may play 1 Tamer card from your trash without paying its memory cost. So you're just getting your Tamers back if you use them for hybrids. Really, really nice. Another toy Agumon. Then we have Dipenmon. When Digimon for each Digimon your opponent has with no distribution cards, draw 1. And on opponent's turn, while a card with hybrid in its traits is in this Digimon's distribution cards, none of your opponent's level 3 Digimon can attack, so no Rookie Ross when this is on the board. Our next Digitama is Kaburimon. On your turn, when you have a Tamer in play, this Digimon gets 1000 DP. Then we have the new uncommon Burning Greymon. You may Digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your red Tamers, as if it was a Tamer level 3 red Digimon for a memory cost of 2. And if a card with hybrid in its traits or Takuya Kanbara is in this Digimon Devolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4000 BP or less. So be aware here that you can actually level on top of an existing level 4, and that would give it a hybrid in its trait if the other one was already a hybrid. So you can actually change and get more and more inheritable effect by just doing this over and over and get a new Digivolving effect. That's really nice. Then we have Dinorexmon. When Digimon suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, that Digimon doesn't unsuspend during the next unsuspend phase. And on your turn, this Digimon gets 1000 DP for each of your opponent's suspend Digimon. That is green as we know them. And for our last one, we have our first super rare, a Dark Nightmon. So on play, you may place 1 Skull Nightmon and or Deadly Axemon from your hand or trash under this Digimon is the Distribution cards in any order. And on all turn, when this Digimon is deleted, you may play 1 Skull Nightmon and or Deadly Axemon from this Digimon is the Distribution cards suspended without paying their memory cost. So that's really, really nice. So we have this combo with Nightmon, Deadly Axemon in this set. Place the super rares up here. So that was our first big pull. So we have another Orokimon, Pulsemon, Nemon. Then we have another hybrid, Korikakumon. You may Digivolve this card from your hand into one of your blue Tamers, as if the Tamer was a level 3 blue Digimon, memory cost of 2. When you Digivolve, if a card with hybrid in its trait or Tomihime is in this Devolution card, one of your opponent's Digimon with no Devolution cards can't attack or block on the end of their next turn. Very nice and situational. Another Monitormon, Antilamon. Then we have Filmon. We saw Steffilmon already. So main effect Digiburst 2. If you Digiburst, one of your opponent's Digimon gains security attack -2. Also really nice. Ancient Volcanomon. When Digimon Digivolve 3. And on deletion, you may play 1 black level 4 lower card with hybrid in its trait from your hand without paying its memory cost. Then we have another Zephyrmon and another Burning Greymon, and our first rare is Ancient Sphinxmon. When Digimon, you may delete one of your Digimon 10 warriors or hybrid in traits to delete one of your opponent's Digimon whose level is less than or equal to delete Digimon's level. And on deletion, you may play 1 purple level 4 lower card with hybrid in trait from your hand without paying the memory cost. And our second super rare of the set is Ebonwomon. When Digivolve and suspend one of your opponent's Digimon, then gain 1 memory for each of your opponent's suspended Digimon. And on opponent's turn, all their Digimon gains your turn, you must trash 1 card from your hand to unsuspend this Digimon. So, plays perfectly into the way green plays with suspending opponent's Digimon. Now it's gonna be very expensive to unsuspend as well. So if you have some of your hybrid effects from green hybrids that can suspend, or some of the object cards, you can completely close down a small board. Then we have Dorogamon. On opponent's turn, while you have another Digimon play with X antibody in its traits, or cards with X antibody in its traits in this Digimon's Devolution cards, this Digimon gains blocker. Another Ghostmon. And of course, inhalable effect. All turns while this Digimon has X antibody traits, it gets 1000 DP. So we have Pokemon. Just like Nemon, it can search. So instead of playing a free tamer, this one searches top 5 cards to add 1 card with hybrid or 10 warriors in straight and 1 tamer card among them to your hand and place remaining cards in bottom. And on your turn, when one of your tamers digivolve, gain 2 memory. So this, we're gonna see this in all hybrid decks. It's so good. Find a hybrid and a tamer for 3 play cost, and then gain 2 memory every time you digivolve on top of tamer. Fantastic card. Everybody needs to play of these. Monochromon. Option card Brave Metal. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 6 or less. If you are a Digimon with 5 or more Digivolution cards and X antibody traits in play, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon without X antibody traits instead. And security activate the main effect. Then we have Bulkmon. Opponent's turn, while you have 3 or more security cards, this Digimon gains blocker. Also nice and healable. There isn't a lot of blockers. There's 1 blocker and there's 2 that can gain block. Blue Hawaii Death. Add this card to your own hand as security effect, and the main effect for the turn, one of your Digimon gets 3000 DP and can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon with no Digivolution cards. For our next uncommon, we have Kaiser Leomon. You may digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your purple tamers as if the tamer is a level 3 purple Digimon for a memory cost of 2. When Digimon, if a card with hybrid innocent trait or Koichi Kimura is in the Digimon's Digivolution cards, this Digimon gains retaliation. That's purple as we know it. Our last uncommon is Avenge Kidmon. Really nice card, a bit of a special card actually. So when playing this card from your hand, reduce the memory cost for by 1 for each option card in your and your opponent's stretch. So it is a play cost 12. Most people play 4 or 5 option cards, so it can get down to 4 to 2 at the late game. On play, return all cards with 3 musketeers in their traits and all option cards from both players' trashes to the bottom of their owner's deck. If 7 or more cards were returned using this effect, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3 musketeers in its trait or 8000 DP. Then we have the new Eosmon. All of your other Eosmon gets 1000 DP, and on deletion you may play a level 5 or lower Eosmon from your hand without paying its memory cost. Our first rare is Tomihime, the other blue tamer. Security effect, play this card without paying its memory cost, and unplay trash 3 Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. Inhalable effect, when attacking once per turn, until the end of your opponent's next turn, one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can attack or block. And then we have our next super rare, which is Magna Garurumon. So these are one of the cards that actually might get a deck around it. So it says when digivolving, when digivolving and when attacking once per turn, you may return 1 card with hybrid in straight from this Digimon's Digivolution card to your hand to return one of your opponent's Digimon with the same level as the returned card to its owner's hand, trash all the Digivolution cards of that Digimon. And on your turn once per turn, when an effect adds a card to your hand, you may unsuspend one of your Digimon. Very, very powerful blue card here. Let's take the next pack. So let's see what we got. So we have Vanilla Brachomon, level 5 with 10,000 DP. We have Saber Leomon. When Digimon, this Digimon gets 5,000 DP for the turn. On deletion, gain 2 memory. Pretty okay. Generic level 6. We have Loimon. You may digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your purple tamers as if it was a level 3 Digimon. Another Ultra Turbulence. Another Kendo Garurumon. Vanilla Tuskmon. Then we got Vendigomon. When Digimon, you may reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. Trash all tamer cards among them. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. On your turn, once per turn, when you play a tamer, draw 1. We have the new Nidhoggmon. When you trash this card in your hand using one of your effects, gain 1 memory. And when digivolving, you may trash 1 card from your hand to delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. Our Digitama Kapohorimon again. Then we have Electric Rush. We're gonna see this in a lot of yellow hybrid decks, I think. Main effect, one of your Digimon gets 3000 DP for a turn, and if you have 3 security cards, unsuspend one of your Digimon. Security add to your owner's hand. We got another Koji Minamoto, and we have a Durogamon super rare. So let's just get that sleeved. So that was 3 Koji, and I actually already had 1, so that's a playset already, even before the set is released. Your turn, for each card with X antibody and straight in this Digimon's Digivolution card, this Digimon gets 1000 DP. When attacking once per turn, you may place one card with X antibody in a straight from your hand to the bottom of this Digimon's Dilution cards to delete up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon with play cost less than or equal to this Digimon's Dilution card. Nice, so that was 4 of our 7 super rare pulls. We have not seen any of our secret alternate art yet, as far as I can see. So we have another Brachymon. We have the new Godsumon on play when we win green Digimon card from your hand. If you do, place it on top of your deck. That's a new effect for green stereotypes. On play, that's a Monotamon. We also see that Ultra Turbulence, Lobimon. We have Kumamon. You may deal this card from your hand on top of one of your blue Tamers as if it was level 3. And when you trash one Dilution card from the bottom of your opponent's Digimon. This is really nice to get rid of Tamers. So if your opponent actually did on top of a Tamer, you can use this to trash the Tamer. Really good, especially against Tamers like Zoe that gets 3000 DP to all security Digimons as an inhalable effect. Metal Kabutorimon. You may digital this card from your hand onto one of your green Tamers as if the Tamer is a level 3 Digimon for a memory cost of 2. If a card with Hybrid in Straits or JP Shibayama is in the Digimon's Dilution card, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 or less DP. Then we have Beowulfmon. When one of your Digimon with a Tamer card in its Dilution cards digitals into this card from your hand, reduce the memory cost of Dilution by 2. When attacking, you return one card with Hybrid traits from this Digimon's Dilution cards to a hand to return one of your opponent's level 4 lower Digimon to its owner's hand, trash all Dilution cards. We have another Doraemon, and then we have Rihimon. When one of your Digimon with a Tamer card in its Dilution cards digitals into a card in your hand, reduce the memory cost of the Dilution by 2. On deletion, if a card with Hybrid straight in this Digimon's Dilution cards, you may play one purple Tamer from your trash without paying its memory cost. Then we have a Betamon that is a rare. On play, read the top 3 cards of a deck, add one green level 4 Digimon or one green Tamer among them to your hand, place remaining cards at the bottom of your deck, and we have another Tommy Himi. So we are seeing a lot of Tamers, but we definitely also need them. So let's continue. Then we have another Flame Memory Boost. Another Filmon, Tresormon Vanilla Shellmon, Casimon, I think. No, we saw Ancient Casimon. So you may digital this card from your hand onto one of your yellow Tamers, as if it was a level 3 yellow Digimon. We have another Antilamon. We have a Deadly Axemon. On play, reveal the top 5 cards of the deck, add up to 2 cards with Nightmon in the name among them to your hand, and place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. In Herbal, your turn, while this Digimon has Nightmon or Bakram on his name, it gets 2000 DP. So you can see how this works with Nightmon we saw before. So you play this one, you can search for Nightmon, then you can digital Nightmon on top. It buffs itself up, and if it's Skull Greymon, it allows you to play Dark Nightmon Super Rare on top of that. Also really nice combo if you can get it off. Another Electric Rush. Posurimon Digitama. On your turn, this card is stressed due to activating the Digimon's Digiburst. One of your opponent's Digimon gets a minus 1000 DP. Then we have Beetlemon. You may digital this card from your hand on top of one of your level 3 Digimon. Tamers, as if it was a level 3 green Digimon. And when Digimon reveal the top 5 cards of the deck, add one card with Hybrid in its traits and one JP Shibaya among them to your hand. Place remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So this can search for a green and a Tamer. For our first rare, we have Chaosdramon. Your Machine Dramon can digital into this card in your hand for a memory cost of 1, ignoring this card's digivolution requirements. And when digital, you may place one red or black level 5 card with Cyborg in its traits from your hand to trash on top of this card's digivolution card to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 6000 DP or less for each level 5 card with Cyborg in its trait in this Digimon digivolution card. So if you're playing the Machine Dramon for EX1, I don't think this is going to boost it, but this can be a really nice bomb to clear a white board, because you would already have 5 Cyborg under it from Digimon into Machine Dramon. And then another Ancient Sphinxmon. So I thought that was actually one of the first one we saw as well, right? Yeah. About rare cards. Let's see what we find. So I would actually like to play Machine Dramon, but the Machine Dramon cards are way too expensive still. Treasuremon. Then we have Icemon Scatter Mode. So this one is actually quite interesting. And I think we're going to see a better play of it in purple. So on deletion you can draw 3. So you just want to get this out, swing with it, get it killed, draw 3. And then you need to trash 2 afterwards, of course. Monochromon, that's the vanilla. We have King Wormon. When attacking, you can play 1 level 3 Digimon card or 1 Wormon from this Digimon Delusion cards as another Digimon without paying its memory cost, so you can get this effect where you digital this on top of a Wormon. You get the Wormon, you play it again, then you get the Wormon effect to pull out the illusion cards from other Digimon as well. So this can actually go from 1 illusion to 3 new Digimons on the board. On your turn, when you play a Digimon from one of your Digimon's illusion card, return one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon to its owner's hand, trash all the illusion cards of that Digimon. Really, really powerful. We have another Brave Missile, another Flame Memory Boost, another Bulkmon, then we have a Gomamon. On play, when played from the illusion card, draw 2. So if you use the effects, the new effects that blue have been given. Another Avenged Kidmon. Then we got Taramon. When attacking, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may digital this Digimon into a green level 6 card among them without paying its memory cost. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. So every time attack, you can check the top 3. If you find level 6, you just digital. So that's... if you get it after, fantastic. Another Ancient Sphinx monster, 3 already. And we have Quality Ice Blast, which is the Filmon, or actually the still Filmon ability. When using this card from your hand, its memory cost is equal to the number of cards in your security stack. So 1 to whatever. If your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 AP for the turn, then one of your Rasenmon gains security attack plus 1 for the turn. So, and add the card to the owner's hand for security effect. If you're playing, we haven't seen any Rasenmon yet, but if you're playing Yellow Hybrid, could be okay. We have a Blue Hawaii Death, the Rogamon, Rotorimon, Ghostmon, Tortomon. Then we got the normal Icemon, not Scatter Mode. So it says, when you trash this card in your hand using one of your effects, if Icemon Scatter Mode is already in your trash, you may play this card without paying its memory cost instead. And on your turn, for each Icemon Scatter Mode in your trash, it gets plus 2000. So it can get really big and scary. So you can see here that you can play 4 of these 4 Scatter Modes. That's plus 8000 if all is in the trash. And you can get 4 plus 8000. So that's 4 13,000 Icemon if you get everything off. Another Kumamon. Another Digitama Kokomon. When attacking, you may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Trash 1 Tamer card among them. And place remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. Then we have another... I don't think have we seen Rihimon. Let's just see. Yeah, we have. Then we have our first Altamon. When one of your Digimon with a Tamer card enters the illusion cards digital into this card in your hand, reduce the memory cost of the illusion by 2. And when Digimon, if a card with hybrid in its trait is in this Digimon illusion card, it gets plus 4000 DP for the turn. In Herbal Effect, while this Digimon has hybrid or 10 words in its trait, it doesn't activate security effects. This is... I'm gonna look into this for my red hybrid, definitely. Then we have the Black Trainer, which is a big unique. It's also the only one that don't have an alt art in this set. So on start of your turn, if you only have 2 memory less, set your memory to 3. And unplay reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with X antibody and trait among them to your hands, and place remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. Security play without paying its memory cost. So this is how you would get your Nightmon and Axmon and stuff. I don't think if they actually have X antibody. And our super rare is Cherubimon. When Digimon, you play 1 purple Tamer from your trash without paying its memory cost, and then for each Tamer you have in play, delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower. On deletion, for each Tamer you have in play, you may play 1 level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. So that was 5 of our super rares already. And we have Thunder Laser. Main, if you have a Digimon with hybrid or 10 warriors in its trait, in play suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Security effect add to owner's hand. We have another Tidal Wave. Then we have the new Hawkmon. That's when attacking once per turn, reveal the top 5 cards of the deck. Add all cards with Systemon in their names among them to a hand and place the remaining cards in the bottom of the deck. So if you're gonna play a Systemon Blank, Systemon Seal deck, where you have both Systemon Blank, Systemon Seal and the Awakened versions, you can search for a lot with this Hawkmon. Another Saber Leomon. Another Icemon. King Wammon. Icemon Scatter Mode. Gumamon. Digitama Pokemon. On your turn, when you play Digimon from one of your Digimon's Devolution cards, gain 1 memory, which is a bit interesting because if you do that, it would die. But yeah. Then we have Thoro Greymon. When Digimon, you may place 1 black card with X antibody and traits from your hand at the bottom of this Digimon Devolution card to prevent effects from deleting it or reducing its DP until the end of your next turn. And here will affect your turn. While this Digimon has X antibody and trait, it gains security attack +1. And then we have the purple tamer, Kojikimura. Security, play this card without paying its memory cost and unplay, draw 1. Then trash 1 card from your hand. On deletion, gain 1 memory. And we have another Dark Knightmon super rare. So let's see, that means that the first Dark Knightmon is not a super rare. It is an alternate art. Yeah. So this is actually not a super rare. This is an alternate art. I didn't see that, but of course it didn't have the border. So the first find we found was actually a alternate art super rare, and here's the normal super rare. So 2 Dark Knightmon. Which means that we have 1 secret or alternative to, left, and we still have 2 super rares. So we still have 3 pulls, and we are not even halfway through the box. I actually think we find all the good stuff in the top here. So we have another Deadly Axemon. We have the Dino Memory Boost that allows you to spend 1 of your opponent's Digimon and then delay effect for 2 memory. We have another Gigastorm, another Tidal Wave. Then we have a Boutmon. On opponent's turn, when this opponent's Digimon attacks a player, if you have 3 more security cards, unsuspend this Digimon. Again, goes really well with the control your own security stack. We have Schwarz Leersatz. For each Digimon with hybrid in traits and each tamer you have in play, delete 1 of your opponent's level 5 or lower. Really, really nice. Activate this card's may effect from security. Another Hawkmon. Another of the new Earsmon. Beowulfmon. Fire Drake Strike. Choose 1 of your Digimon with hybrid in traits, delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to a chosen Digimon's DP. Security effect, you may play 1 Takuya Kanbara from your hand or trash without paying its memory cost. Actually a pretty nice effect also. We have another Chaosdramon. And then, whoa, here we go. So here we have one of the 2 secrets from the set. It is Luzamon Chaos Mode. Your Luzamon can do this card into this card from your hand for a memory cost of 7. Ignore this card's distribution requirements, and for every 10 cards in your trash, reduce the memory cost when playing this card from your hand by 3. On play, when Digimon delete 1 of your opponent's tamers, all level 6 or lower Digimon, so everything other than level 7. Really, really nice. So we actually found a secret rare, and even a Luzamon. So the other secret rare of this set is, of course, Susanomon. So we have a Grumplemon. You may digital this card from your hand into 1 of your black tamers, as if the tamer was a level 3 black Digimon. We have Gigastorm, Vendigomon, Kakumon, Tortomon, Outmon, Tuskmon. Oh, actually, I said this was vanilla. It's not. When Digimon 1 of Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for a turn. That's okay. We have Jet Sylphimon. When 1 of Digimon with a tamer card in its Digivolution cards evolve into this card in your hand, reduce memory cost of Digivolution by 2. And when Digi-evolving, if a card with hybrid in trait is in this Digimon's Digivolution card, recover 1. We have Starlight Velocity. Main effect, you may play 1 tamer card or 1 Digimon card with hybrid in traits from 1 of your Digimon's Digivolution cards as a tamer or another Digimon without paying its memory cost, so you can get your tamer back out and reuse it. And security effect, you may play 1 Koji Minamoto from your hand without trash, or trash without paying its memory cost, so it's the same as the red we just saw. And then we have another Pride Memory Boost. I am pretty sure that we have seen... Yeah, we have seen this one. Then our first rare is Doromon, the level 3 black here. On play, wheel the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with X antibody in its trait, and 1 Kota Domoto, that's the black trainer, among them to your hand. And place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. In herbal effect, once per turn, on your turn, when 1 of your effects places a Digivolution card under this Digimon, gain 1 memory. And then we have our next rare, that is Herismon. On your turn, when this card is trashed due to activating the Digimon's Digiburst, return this card to its owner's hand. Really nice. So I think we are starting to see most of the rares. And we found a Luzamon in our first display. That's fantastic. Shellmon, Godsumon, Grumplemon, Bokumon, Thunderlaser, Casimon, Neemon, Kaiserleomon, Usurimon, Stealthymon. Our first rare is a Systemon Blank Awakened. On play, you may place one Systemon Blank from your hand, trash at the bottom of this Digimon Delusion cards to recover one. And on deletion, return one card with Yesmon, Hawkmon, or Systemon in its name other than Systemon Blank Awaken from your trash to your hand. And then we have another Tommy Himi. So we are only seeing blue trainers. Now we are also seeing the purple and the black, but we're seeing a lot of blue trainers in this box. I don't know if that says that I should play blue in BT7, might be. I am playing Imperial Dramon at the moment for EX1, so another Schwarzlersa, another Kendo Garurumon, Dino Memory Boost, Toy Agumon, Pulsemon, Wamon, Neemon, Mugen. So main, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. That Digimon doesn't unsuspend during your opponent's next turn. And security effect, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So that will unsuspend on their next turn. Then we have Digitama Koromon. When attacking, read the top half of your deck and place it at the top or bottom of your deck so you can see if you want it the next time you pull. Die Pinmon, when we already saw that. Ancient Beetlemon, we already saw that as well for our rare. And we have our first promo, which is Rosemon. So let me just leave this promo as well. These are looking really, really nice. Might be hard to see, but these are actually textured. So it says Digisorption 2, and when Digimon, if you have a tamer and play, one of your opponent's Digimon can't attack or block until the end of next turn. It's a level 6 green deck. Really nice. Let's put that over here. So that's our first promo card. So I've heard stories that there should be 4 in a display. Might not be real. Wamon or Rockymon, Toy Agumon, Gigasmon, Pulsemon, Schwarzlersatz, Casimon, Beetlemon, Bukamon, Lorograymon, another Betamon, and our second, okay, now they're coming, our second promo, which is the green one, with Izumi and Hercules Capitorimon. When Digimon, if you have a tamer in play, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. On your turn, when this Digimon deletes an opponent's Digimon or in battle and survives, gain 1 memory. So, 2 in a row. Can that be 3? Let's see. So we have Gigasmon, Orokimon, Thunderlaser, Shellmon, Casimon, and Tulamon, Blue Hawaii Dead, Rhino Caboturimon, Calling from the Darkness, Dorimon. Then we have Systemon Seal Awakened. On play, you may place one Systemon Seal from your hand or trash at the bottom of this Digimon Delusion card to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a playcost of 5 or less. And on deletion, return one card with Jesmon, Hawkmon, or Systemon in its name other than Systemon Seal Awakened from the trash to hand. And for our rare, we have our first Flamon. This is going to be used in a lot of the red hybrid decks, I think. On play, wheel the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with hybrid in its traits to Sanamon or Takuya Kanbara. Among them from your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. And on deletion, you may play 1 Takuya Kanbara from your hand without paying its memory cost. So now we have found both Systemons. We are not gonna find a Susanamon because we found the Luzamon instead. But that's okay. I actually think I would have preferred Susanamon, to be honest. Based on what I normally play. So we have Monochromon, Grumplemon, Filmon, Vendigomon, Gigastorm, Tortomon, Hawkmon, Ancient Volcanomon, we already saw that. Zephyramon, Burning Greymon, Koji Minamoto, that's a playset in this box alone. And then we have Metal Cannon. That says main, choose one of your Digimon X antibodies straight, then draw 1 for each of that Digimon's Delusion cards. Security at this card to its owner's hand. So we actually, together with the box top, have a full playset of Koji now. So now I know what I don't need to look for. I don't think I was gonna play blue anyway, but yeah. King Whammon, Pokemon, Dino Memory Boost, Blue Hawaiian Death, Icemon, Boutmon, Saber Leomon, Kokomon, Rhino Beetlemon, Nidhoggmon, another Ancient Casimon, and another promo. This time it is our yellow with TK and Seraphimon. That's the third. It says, when Digimon, if you have a tamer in play, recover +1, and on deletion, recover 1+1. Nice. I really love these cards with the original Digiaventure cast and their final forms. Even though I think, yeah, Hercules goes on Rosemon, yeah, Seraphimon, that might be okay. Let's see what the rest have. So, another Ghostmon, Brachymon, Vendikomon, Gotsumon, Brave Metal, Kogakurimon, Hawkmon, Starlight Velocity, Ancient Meconomon, another Aldermon. Then we have another Skull Knightmon, and we have a super rare Metal Greymon. So I think that's our last super rare, might be. Nice. On play, if you have a tamer in play, gain 2 memory. If you don't have a tamer in play, you may play 1 red tamer card from your hand without paying its memory cost. Really nice. That's on play effect, of course, that costs 7. On your turn, once per turn, when one of your opponent's demon is deleted, gain 1 memory. Let's just check here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, we have another super rare. So if the numbers I found online is correct, we have another super rare and another campaign card. Campaign promo. In this box. So Bulkmon, Icemon, Kogakurumon, Flamemon, Ultra Turbulent, Pokemon, King Whammon, Nidhoggmon, Kapurimon, Electric Rush. Our first Drabimon, that's the equivalent to Flamemon, just for blue decks. On play, wheel the top 4 cards of a deck, add 1 card with Hybrid in straights, Susanemon or Koji Minamoto. Among them to your hand, place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order, and on deletion you may play 1 Koji Minamoto from your hand without paying its memory cost. So based on how many Kojis I have, that would be insane. And then we have a Kazukimon as our last super rare. Nice. So it says, when Digimon, if you have 3 or more security cards, gain 2 memory. If you have 2 or fewer security cards, you may recover 1. While you have 3 or more security cards, this Digimon gains security attack +1 on your turn. So we have 3 packs left, and the only thing big left to pull should be campaign promo. Campaign super rare, I think they're called. So Thunder Laser, Deadly Axemon, Kumamon, Bulkmon, Metal Kaburimon, Toskmon, Filmon, Calling from Darkness, Jet Sylphimon, Mugen. We have our first Takuya Kanbara. Security, play this card without paying its memory cost. Main, once per turn you will place 5 cards with hybrid in the traits from your trash under this tamer in any order to dedual into Emperor Greymon in your hand, or its illusion cost for its illusion cost, as if this tamer was a level 5 red Digimon. So you can warp Digivolve practically into your level 6 Emperor Greymon. And on your turn, Digimon gets 2000 DP, while this Digimon has 10,000 DP or more. It gains security attack +1, so just like we know it. I actually have a pre-release version of this this card, and Lopmon. Let me just show you. So if you don't know, pre-release cards has this special golden stamp here that says pre-release. Let me just get this out. You can see here, but else it's the same cards. So we still look for that campaign promo card, or at least we can then verify whether or not it's correct that you should get 4. Loimon, Toskmon, Saber Leomon, Kendogiromon, Boutmon, Dorugamon, Swartz Leersat, Gomamon, Avenged Kidmon, Mamotarumon. Then we have our first Dead or Alive. So play 1 purple level 5 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. If there are 10 or more cards in your trash, you may play 1 Digimon card with Lucemon in its name without paying its Digimon card cost. So this is a good way to get the Lucemon Chaos Mode on the board. Security, activate the card's main effects. And for our last rare, we have Quality Ice Blast, another one of those. So I think we've seen most of the rares. Can't really come up if there's any rares we haven't seen of 26. So it has the same here. So yeah, 26 rares. I think we've seen most of them, and 8 campaign rares. Icemon, Shellmon, Treasuremon, Dorogamon, Flame Memory Boost, Loimon, Grumblemon, Fire Drake Strike, Mamteranamon, Koromon, another System Blank, and yes, here we have the last campaign. So seems like the numbers are correct. We have verified. That is Phoenixmon. That's a funny one to put on Sora, but okay. When did you want, if you have a tamer in play, this Digimon gains security attack +1 for the turn. And on your turn, once per turn, when this Digimon is blocked, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. That's also nice. So let me just clean up and then I will come back and we'll look at the pulls. So I just counted and we saw 24 of the 26 rares. So for our super rares, we got the Kazuchimon, Metal Greymon, Dark Knightmon, Cherubimon, I'm just getting over here, there was a glare, Dorugamon, Magna Garurumon, and Ebon Vumon. And for our campaign rares, we got Phoenixmon, Seraphimon, Hercules Capucherimon, and Rosemon. And for our secret rares and alternative, we got a Lucemon Chaos Mode, and an alternative art Dark Knightmon. And then of course we got our box topper in Koji, and our super rare alternative art Memory Boost. So there we have it. That was all the content of the new BT7 Digimon the card game next adventure display. And it seems like the pull rates are as usual: 7 super rares, 2 secret rares and alternative art slots. But this time we also have 4 campaign rares, which are these special white cards with the ultimate form, or rather the mega form, and one of the Digichosen from the original anime series. I am very, very excited about this new set and the new meta that it brings, especially together with the ban and restrict list that we get in the English format, which they didn't have in the Japanese. And I can't wait for the coming weekend where the official release will happen. If you have any comments, please write them in the comment section below or ask them on our Discord. I will put a link in the video description. That was all for today's video. Thanks for watching.